Well, I certainly am building up my Pokemon collection. It's going to be interesting Pokemon battle when I eventually get around to filming it. It's currently on the planning stages right now. I have the majority of the Eevee evolutions behind me. I have Pikachu, Meowth, Eevee, Snubbull. I've got so many, I'm trying to think of Snorlax. But I don't think I have had a psychic that, apart from Espeon. So I now have, I now have 2 psychics. But I think this is probably my first legendary Pokemon. Hey guys, welcome to the Kim Wright YouTube channel. Well, as I said, my collection of Pokemon has been absolutely ginormous. I love collecting them. I think they're so cool. As you can see, you've got a few of my Eevee evolutions behind me. Espeon and Umbreon are currently fast asleep. Eevee's somewhere else. All my other Pokemon are running around enjoying themselves. Couldn't persuade any of them to come and visit their new friend, but I'll introduce them at some point to the newest addition to the Pokemon collection. Now, I think this is the first ever Build-A-Bear that's a legendary Pokemon, as well as a psychic. I missed this Pokemon in the summer, as I said in the Eeyore video. Let's see what he looks like. Check him out. Isn't it cool? He's got tiny hands. He's got tiny little paws. And he's got big feet. His tail, I think his tail is slightly smaller than in the cartoon. If I remember, his tail goes to about here. But I think they've done that for materialistic reasons. I think because having a big tail would mean, like they did with Meowth, they would have to attach it to the top of his head and it wouldn't look... Maybe it's a baby Mew. Are you a baby Mew? Interestingly, he hasn't got a mouth either, but he's got beautiful big blue eyes and little ears. I think he's got sound. I'm not sure where his sound is. Maybe he doesn't have sound. Okay, I don't think I got sound for Mew. Interestingly enough, because he did have a sticker saying squeeze, but I think his hands are too small. I don't know. I can't remember if I ordered. Give me 2 secs. Yeah, I did. Ah, there it is. Found it. Oh. Kind of sounds like a little purring cat, doesn't he? He's so cool. His sound is, it moves around a little bit, but it's somewhere in his back. I think it was meant to be sort of close to the tummy area, but I think he's not stuffed enough to be able to do it. But he's stuffed enough to get a nice warm cuddle. Isn't he cool? This is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love it. So this is my first legendary Pokemon that I have received. I think he's partly based on the movies, because we've only seen him in the movies. Apart from, there's one episode where he actually appears, but he's a clone, which makes sense. Because he's a clone of a Mew DNA. Not Mewtwo. They actually made a proper Mew from the DNA, and then made Mewtwo out of that. But Mew challenges Mewtwo in the films to a Pokemon battle to prove that you don't have to be born with power to be able to succeed. And I think that's going to be my inspiration for this guy. Isn't he cute? Build-A-Bear on his paw. He's just so... Build-A-Bear amazed me with how good a quality they have their stuff on. Now, as with most of the Pokemon when I've collected online, not when I bought them in the shop because I've never had the right amount of money, but certainly online, I have bought some clothing for him. Oh, I see, because he's got quite a big head. It's not stretchy. How do I get it over his head? See if I can get it through the hood. Probably not how this is meant to be put on. So the actual clothing bit is incredibly small, but I can just about get it on him, hopefully without stretching the clothing. Excuse me a minute. Squeeze your hand for me, dude. There we go. Okay, there we go. So I've had to put it basically through the hood. So the hood is quite big. But if I hook this over his ears like so, and I have checked, he hasn't got, or at least he hasn't got any damage that I can see. It's a little hoodie of the Master Ball, because you have to use the Master Ball in majority of the games to catch Mewtwo. I think this is because, Mew, we haven't got Mewtwo yet, so Mew is the Pokemon that we have caught with the Master Ball. And then on top of that, slightly more easier to put on, is a little psychic little psychic cape, which we're going to give to him. It's probably perfect temperature. It's a nice little winter jacket for him. I don't think he doesn't live in somewhere that is cold. There it is. He doesn't live somewhere that is technically cold, although he does live in space. If you play the original Pokemon Snap, I haven't got that far in the Pokemon Switch, but certainly if you play the original Pokemon Snap on Nintendo 360, you find Mew in space. I think he's meant to be in a sort of cyber kind of psychic space, but you find Mew in psychic space, and now he's now a firm member of our little collection. Isn't that cool? So as you can see, we've got the Pokemon birth certificate, 33 centimeters, so I think he's taller than Eeyore was. 283.5 grams, about the same as Eeyore, and he's pinky colour, and he's got lovely bright blue eyes. So cool. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Mwah! I love him. He's so cool. So I've got my first legendary Pokemon. This is going to be a challenge when the Pokemon battle comes on. Stay tuned. The Pokemon battle is currently in planning stages. I just need to get to finding a day where I can actually film. Because it's half term next week, it might not happen. Or maybe when there's a day that I can sort of pop out and take a little picture of all my Pokemon here. But until then, stay safe, stay well, keep the magic in your fingertips. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Say bye, Mew.